Hello everyone! First things first, I'm just going to show you all of the tools that I like to use to apply my Jamberry nail wraps. First is our cuticle remover pen. Next, I use an orange stick and a rubber cuticle pusher, a nail file. This is our nail prep cleanser. You can also use alcohol wipes. Some cotton swabs. And our deluxe toolkit. This kit comes with a glass nail file, a metal spoon cuticle pusher, nail clippers, cuticle trimmers, and nail scissors. And of course my Jamberry mini heater. You can also use your blow dryer. First things first, I'm going to take my cuticle remover pen and I'm just going to apply that product onto my cuticles. You're going to let this sit for about 5 minutes. Next, I'm going to take my metal spoon cuticle pusher and just push back those cuticles. Nail wraps don't stick to your skin, so you want to make sure that your cuticle is pushed back. Next, I'm going to take my cuticle trimmers and just trim off that excess cuticle. This step is not necessary for nail wrap application, but just basic manicure. The next step is to buff your nail bed. You can use any type of nail buffer, but I love the glass nail files for this step. It just creates a nice, smoothly buffed nail bed. Next, I'm going to take my nail prep cleanser, and really quickly I want to show you the locking mechanism that it has on the bottle. When you twist the top just like that, it locks it into place so it can't pump out. Then it's just a pump action. We also sell a refill bottle. You're just going to go ahead and clean your nails really good with either your alcohol wipes or the nail prep cleanser. This just makes sure that there are no oils because the nail wraps will not stick to oils on your nails. Now it's time to size your nail wraps. So in order to make sure that your nails won't slide off or are applied properly, this clear backing really helps you to size which one you want to put on which nail. So what you want is a little sliver between your nail wrap and your nail bed. So there will be a little bit of your nail showing, but not enough that anyone's going to really pay attention. I like to use my orange stick to pick up my nail wrap, and I cut it with just a little bit of extra hanging out. You can certainly cut it in half, but you're just going to have more product to trim off later. This is for people with short nails, not for people with long nails. Next, I'm going to use my mini heater to heat up that nail wrap until it just starts to curl. Then you apply it right there in the center, just gently, so that you can move it around a little bit and make sure it's centered on nicely. Then I take my rubber cuticle pusher and I press really good right there down in the center, making sure to get a good seal on the edges and the top. Next, I've push it out towards the edges, and again make sure that I get a good seal around the edge. You can reheat the wrap if it seems like it's cooling off too much to work out any bubbles or lines in your wrap. Now I'm just going to trim off the excess. Before you file, you want to make sure that your nail wraps are cool. If they are too warm, you can move them around. So I usually apply all of my wraps first, trim off the excess so that I'm not pulling up any of the wrap, and then I file all of them at the same time. Now I just want to kind of show you how I square off my thumbnail wrap. I do have square nails on my thumbs, and I know some people do have square nails in other places as well. So I just take my nail clippers and I just barely trim off the very, very bottom, just a tiny, tiny bit. This gives me a much better fit on my nail wrap. Now that my nails have cooled down a little bit, I'm going to take my Jamberry nail file and I'm just going to, as close to a 90-degree angle as I can get with these short nails, I'm just going to file off the excess wrap. Now that my nails have been filed, I'm just going to go ahead and take the glass nail file and I'm just going to smooth out those edges just a little bit. You don't want your nails to be scratchy at all. Make sure they're really smooth, because if they catch on clothing or things like that, it can rip the nail wrap off of your nail. These are my absolute favorite nail wraps. I have about 5 sheets. They are retired now, but I absolutely love them, and so I wanted to make sure to use them for this video. But now I'm just going to go, now that my wraps are cooled and sealed properly, I can go ahead and use my Jamberry cuticle oil. You just apply it to the bottom of your cuticle and then rub it in. It's really important to make sure that your nail beds are hydrated. It just makes for a healthy nail. And last but not least, I'm just going to apply our Nourish Moisturizing Hand Cream. This is my most favorite lotion. I can't even tell you how amazing it is. You're just gonna have to try it. Thanks so much for watching.